Hello YouTube, I am the All Bluian, and I am here to bring you my reaction to One Piece chapter 1105. Sorry about the mess in here. In the process of setting up a new office in the other room, but at the moment this place is just getting kind of torn apart. But for now, yeah. It's kind of early in the morning. Got my coffee. It's early for me anyway. And without any further ado, last chapter, I didn't get a chance to put out my review. Just life is rough. But I will be doing it this week. So last chapter we had, I'll give a quick summary. Last chapter we had probably like what I consider a 10 out of 10 chapter. You know, Kuma decking Saturn, throwing him through the buildings. That was pretty damn awesome. And I still don't know how he lost his arm. I guess the buildings just came down and just fucking amputated him. But I will say, I have a couple theories on how he regenerates, if it's not explained in this chapter. But I'll go over all that when I do the review. But people aren't here for that. They're here for me to react to the chapter. So let's get into it. Chapter 1105, The Height of Folly. Let's see. Hey, that gets that mink everyone thought was going to be a straw. I really thought Carrot was going to be a straw hat. I think it made sense. Like, yeah, I guess, like, the loophole, she didn't really have a role on the crew, but do you need a role on the crew? I mean, there's crews with, like, hundreds of people. They don't all have a role. You know, it's like you're just on the crew. But, you know, hey. There's Best Bunny Girl. Cover request by Oda Mama. Oh, Oda, I read that as Oda Mama. Oda Mania's big brother. Gary insisting someone test her stew. I bet you it's rabbit stew. Is this a fucking katana dagger thing in here? Prepare for a full fleet bombardment. All Marines are to return to their vessels immediately. Okay. Justice is blind. That's very true. In a lot of ways. It's very, very true. Very, very true. What just happened in the center of town? Hell if I know, just do as you're told. They're just like, ah, shit, all these buildings just came down. What the fuck's going on over there? They're like, we're not allowed to look, don't look. Your head will blow up. Did you see what happened to Dave? Saint Saturn, Admiral Borsellino, please hurry back to the ships. Kizaru, Kizaru and I shall remain on the island. Begin the barrage as soon as possible. What? But Kizaru's just like, go. I heard a theory the other day that she was Katarina Devon, like, in disguise, because we saw the Blackbeard pirates, like, rock up. I mean, sure. So Kizaru and Saturn are staying behind to run damage control. So all the other Marines are gonna back off. I thought they'd at least leave the Vice Admirals, dude. I mean, they could fight. Like, let's get the Straw Hats versus the Vice Admirals. Let's go, bro. We have, like, stop making, like, make Vice Admirals look strong. Like, they make the Vice Admirals, like, not look that great. And they finally have an arc to do it, and they're just not gonna do it. Whatever. I thought you were only after my life. Isn't that enough to end this madness? Why are you doing this, Saint Saturn? The most cutting-edge research of all the scientific fields can be found on Egghead. Destroying it will set us back. Destroying it will set us back an entire century. Please call off the Buster Call. Kizaru, I'm begging you. You might still be hiding something. Perhaps something that could hinder the world government later. Either way, we have no need for further advancement. So the one thing I'll say is he's leaving... Saturn's error is he's leaving Kizaru with him. So there's no witnesses. So if Kizaru betrays Saturn, how do they know? Like that's my question. Like, how will they know that Kizaru... I don't want him to betray the royal government, but I want him to betray Saturn. Because fuck Saturn at this point. All my homies hate Saturn. Saturn sucks. Alright. What about humanity? That reminds me. A ship left the island yesterday. You should know I gave the order for it to be hunted down. What? It was natural to assume that the passengers might have had access to information about the Void Century. Aw, dude. The warship was sent to be safe. The dead make the secret. The warship was sent to be safe. The dead make the best secret keepers, after all. So he blew them up. So I was under the impression that maybe the Blackbeard pirates, like, took that ship. But I guess they didn't. Or maybe this is just what Saturn thinks happened. Maybe they did. But who knows? I don't know. We'll find out. Let's keep reading. How could you? They knew nothing. None of them committed a crime. You broke a taboo, Vegapunk, just like O'Hara. You dug their... Excuse me. Jesus. You dug their graves by digging into the past, all to satisfy your selfish sense of curiosity. You should have kept your greed in check, Vegapunk. Oh my god. Pot calling the kettle black. Pacifista units remain on the island. Everyone else begin evacuating immediately. This is Ship 54. Preparations are complete. Over. Ship 22 is also standing by. Or 21 is also standing by. Red leader standing by. Let's see. Quick, while Vegapunk's got their attention. Hightail it to the vacuum rocket. Is Bonnie carrying Kuma? Oh no, Atlas is. Okay. Go meet up with the others at the back entrance of the Labostratum. Alright. But Sanji, what about Vegapunk? Don't worry, I'm not leaving without him. Okay, so Sanji's gonna go down there and... How did they get away? That's my question. How did they get away? I don't think Kizaru would have let them get away, but that's me. Nami, it's me. What's your status up there? And we made it back to the entrance. It's so noisy though. What's going on your end? Oh god, I can't see that. Ugh. Labostratum. They're going to do a buster call. This island's finished. Is Luffy okay? He's with you, right? I lost track of him. But he'll be fine. Just fill me in on what you guys are doing. Zoro's still off dealing with Lucci. Bro, Zoro having his fucking... I want to imagine Luffy and Zoro are having, like, the... I want to imagine Luffy and Zoro are having the most, just epic battle going on in the back. And just no one's focusing on it. So I said it'd be really hilarious if, because Sanji actually fights Saturn, if his bounty gets higher than Zoro's. And then Zoro... just because Zoro's off fighting Lucci. It's like, oh, let's remove Zoro from this. He had a whole Wano arc. He doesn't need all this other crap. Let's see here. Is Luffy okay with you? Oh, blah, 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 blah. He's fighting Lucci. We sent Jinbei over to get him, so he doesn't get lost. Jinbei would probably be able to take Lucci, I feel like. They're going to do a buster, blah, 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 blah. I'm worried sick about Stella. How are you alive? Did you get fucking stepped on? Didn't we step on your head and didn't you explode? Wasn't that a thing? Am I thinking of the other one? Pretty sure it was this little bastard, though. Let's see. Thankfully, Lilith didn't fall down with the others. When Luffy, Frankie, Bonnie, and her were trying to move the Sunny... Oh, look, thankfully, Luffy didn't fall down with the others when Luffy, Frankie, Bonnie, and her were trying to move the Sunny. Okay. Oh, Lilith! It's hard to read, bro. This is, like, really tiny-ass, like, writing. Thankfully, Lilith didn't fall down with the others. Okay. When they all went to try and move the Sunny. Brooke's gone to help her. Why are we cursed to go through multiple buster calls? Bro, look at Robin in the back. She's just like, yeah. This is what, number 4 for Robin? Number 3? Something like that? It's just a Thursday for Robin at this point. Let's hurry and get out of here already. One problem. Our plan to have Vega Force 1 carry us past the coast isn't possible anymore. That robot was destroyed by Kizaru. Only there was another giant robot on the island. If only. Sailing a ship on land is a simple matter when you have my aid. Okay. You're amazing, Bones. We'll make it to the entrance in no time. Zoom in a little bit. We can glide. Is it easier to... we can glide seamlessly now. The island clouds are frozen. What an idea. Your powers are remarkable too. Yo! I'm flattered to be praised by the world's greatest genius. By the way, how are we going to stop when we get there? Oh, man, dude. Alright. The barrier around the labostratum is still up. We'll have to blast through. Begin the... Okay, if this thing can't stop cannonballs, then screw Egghead Island, bro. Like, the defenses are terrible if it can't even stop cannonballs. Like, don't they have the Mother Flame? Or whatever? Can't they just, like blast the hell out of the island and just turn it into a crater? Do they not want to do that for some reason? No, it seems like they want to do that anyway. Oh, excuse me. Begin the first volley. Turn the future city and the central science lab into dust. Wait, some of us are still boarding. Watch out, the pacifistas are on the move. Ooh, they're just like, boom, 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 like Terminator style, annihilating everything. Egghead. The destination of this capsule is the labostratum. Be quick, vacuum rocket. What is this thing? It's crazy. Whoa, it's 32 seconds. Ame no Murakumo. Kizaru, fuck you. God damn it, Kizaru. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? What is your problem? What did they do to you? Like, I guess he's not turning against Saturn. I guess he's just as bad as him. Anyway. It's weird, 'cause Frankie got kicked last chapter, now he's just fine. Did we, like, miss a page? I feel like there's some time lapse between this chapter and last chapter, Oda. Just saying. Kizaru, that bastard. I'm coming, Bonnie-chan. How suitably erotic. Pacifista units. Fire your lasers. Kill Kuma and Bonnie. You threw away your life so that your daughter could live, and now your life will be taken. Now her life will be taken by your clones. Daddy. A fitting fate for a swarming insect. Your struggle was truly the height of folly. Bonnie, when I had heard you had become a pirate... When I had heard you had become a pirate, I couldn't help but dwell on the worst-case scenario. A pacifista won't hesitate to shoot you if the Navy commanded. I mean, Vegapunk, I'm sorry, but you're kind of not that smart. I'm just saying, Vegapunk could have put, like, a kill switch or something into the pacifistas, a higher authority than the Gorosei, like Dragon or him or something. He gave the pacifistas to the world government. This is literally Vegapunk's fault. It really is. Like, if you really want to break it down. Like, Saturn's a piece of crap, don't get me wrong. But Vegapunk should have put in, like, an Order 66 command, like, to turn on the Gorosei. The fact that Vegapunk, like, I can understand, like, it's like, oh, well, Vegapunk and then the Gorosei have to be higher than Vegapunk. But then you just make Dragon higher than than Vegapunk. I mean, than the Gorosei. Or just make Kuma the highest. Like, do something. Like, there's no reason for it to be to the point where they'll just kill Bonnie. Like, anyway. I don't know, that's something I've disagreed with this entire arc, is there was nothing put into the pacifistas to get them to, like, rein in. You know, to turn against the world government. That shows me that Vegapunk literally had no desire to turn against the world government. But he's sitting here researching the Void Century, does he... Smartest man alive, does he not think they're gonna come after him? I mean, really? They destroyed multiple islands in the past for the same thing. So this is literally Vegapunk's fault. And I'm sure at some point they'll tell him, it's not your fault. It is your fault, Vegapunk. You did all this. Like, you could have set precautions for this, Mr. World's Smartest Man. But that's my rant. I love Oda's writing, but this is just one of those things where I'm like, Vegapunk should have disobeyed the Gorosei. It's like with Kuma. You say, oh, I have a switch I could put into Kuma to turn his memory back on. Why didn't you just do it? How are they gonna know? How is Saturn gonna know? Just don't talk about it. Just do it. Just add it into the initial reset. Oh boy, problem solved, you know? But anyway, that's my rant. Bonnie, when I heard you become a pirate, I couldn't help but do in the worst case scenario. A pacifista won't hesitate to shoot you if the Navy... Okay. I don't know why there's audio playing on this lo-fi thing, or why there's vocals. I don't know, I'm like autistic. It makes it hard for me to, I actually am, like, slightly, so it makes it hard for me to, focus when there's people talking in my ear. Anyway. But they don't know or care that you are the daughter of their progenitor. That's your fault, buddy. Hey, isn't that Straw Hat? Where are they, bro? Where did they put Luffy? Who took Luffy? Was it Caribou? I'm kind of in the Caribou camp at this point because he's saved Luffy so many times. What would be wild? Gotta keep in mind, what would be wild? What if it's the Blackbeard Pirates saving Luffy? There you go. Wild, you know. Wild theory. It's the Blackbeard Pirates who saved him. Hey, isn't this Straw Hat? I'm so stuffed I can barely move. Seize him quick, he's an emperor. Oh? What do we got here? Okay, here we go. Alright, this will be Blackbeard. Okay, so that was alright. So the Blackbeard pirates. Okay, we have failed to neutralize that escaping vessel. We have to report this to Kizaru. He has to know that they're heading for Egghead. It's Blackbeard. Let's be real. Like, you see, like, this little world government flag, so I know people are gonna be like, someone else is on their way. Like, it's gonna be like, oh, look at the world government flag. It's probably, you know, Fujitora or Green Bull or Akainu or something. No, it's, or Sengoku or Garp. Not Garp. It's Blackbeard. So, because you're seeing the flag up in this other panel. So, alright, we were just talking about the Blackbeard pirates. Here they come. Are they after the Light Logia, though? Or are they after Saturn? Oh, this chapter was, not a lot really happened. I mean, it didn't, because, like... Excuse me, I'm sorry. You know, you see the cute little cover page with Carrot Stew, and then you, scroll down. Marines are running away. They're like, hey, no, Kizaru, Saturn, let's go! And they're like, no, like, you're not going to. I thought you were only after my life. Isn't that enough to end this madness? You know? Why are you doing this, Saturn? And then Saturn goes on his villain monologue. Like, have this chapter as Saturn's villain monologue. You know, it was me, Vegapunk, you know? I mean, it's a good chapter. I'd have to give this chapter probably a 7 out of 10. I don't think it's a bad chapter by any means. I just think it's an exposition chapter. Like, it's just there to kind of keep you informed. I think next chapter is gonna be pretty good. I'm honestly shocked that we stayed on Egghead. I thought we were gonna leave Egghead and go to other parts of the world. We still might next chapter. Because, I want to know what's going on with Garp. What happened to Law? Is Kid actually dead? He should be. He deserves to be. Captain Mid. Who else? I want to see more with the other Gorosei. I want to see Eam. Like, I have a pretty... part of my theory, I won't give away the whole thing because I want to make a video about it, is, we will see Eam when Saturn dies, and what I want to see happen is I think Saturn will get his butt kicked, he'll get his ass beat, and he'll run back to Marishwa. And you know, while the other 4 Gorosei might be like, you know, one of 2 situations, either they'll be like, Saturn, you're alive, good. We couldn't afford to lose another member of our tribe, you know, because I have the boat that they're actual devils. I know a lot of people don't like that idea because they see the ribbon and they're like, oh, it's a ribbon, it must be his own. But, like, we don't know that. If the devil fruit, like, awakening forms, right? If Saturn's like a legitimate demon or devil, right? And he has that ribbon, that might just be how the devils look. And then when you awaken your fruit, you might just get the ribbon. Like, yeah, that doesn't work for Paramecias and stuff, but hey. You know, they might have been human at one point, though, who made a deal with the devil. But I think that, I don't see an issue with a devilish race. And they could have multiple devil fruits as well, like, we don't know. But, yeah. I think Eam will, be the one to kill Saturn. I think that's when we'll see Eam. I think that's when we'll meet Eam properly. You know, and I want to see a scene where, because I personally am of the camp that Eam has ocean powers. If I'm wrong, great, I don't care. But I don't think it's, you know, a super stretch when they talk about Mother Nature being a thing. And Mother Ocean, which they've been called twice, Mother Earth, Mother Nature, and Mother Ocean. All the same character. Every time we see Eam, they're in, like, this biome with all this nature around them. And yeah, when they transform, they look like an Umibozu. they had that stuff dripping off their tail, like it was possibly seawater. When it stabbed Sabo, Sabo was hurt a lot more. So I would like to think that Eam's power is the earth. Like, it's not like, oh, I summon mountains. I think it's more along the lines of, like, he can control the ocean. Or they can. We don't know if it's a he. I personally am actually of the book. He might be a female. But whether it's Lily or not, like, I feel like Eam being a female, like, almost fits. Because the whole Mother Ocean avatar. But, I can see Eam... could see Eam controlling the ocean, controlling nature, like Eam just being nature. Like just the wrath of nature is Eam's power. And I don't think it's devil fruit. I don't want every person with powers at the end to be devil fruit users. I just don't. And I know there's people that are like, oh, well, it's going to be just like Kaguya from Naruto if they make Eam the Mother Ocean, the Mother Nature, or whatever. It depends how Oda does it. Like, if Eam's fighting Luffy and then a hand comes out of Eam and he starts to morph into someone else, that's one thing. But if it just turns out to be an angry god who sits on the throne of the world, then... I mean, I don't know. Like, I think Oda... I trust Oda to write Eam in a... Like, if he does go that route, to write him in a way where it is just good. Because Oda's very good. I think he would write a way better story than Naruto. You know? Because the issue with Naruto is there's not really a lot of stakes. Everyone's always alive in the end with Naruto. And I guess you can argue the same thing about One Piece, but at no point has anyone actually physically died in One Piece and then come back. That has been confirmed dead 100%. Like, yeah, barely any people die, but you don't see Ace rocking up. You know, like, oh, they used nano machines to heal my inner. You know, at no point is Luffy gonna be like, Saturn, you had a dream once too. You're just like me. You know, like, no, like, evil is evil, good is good. There you go. Like, Luffy doesn't need to find the need to identify with every single villain he has. He just beats them up and moves on. Another little rant. I've been ranting a lot this chapter. I've been ranting a lot. Oh, well. So, Egghead's getting messed up. You know. See, this annoys me. Because... why, Kizaru? Like, seriously, why, dude? And how did they get away? Also, the fact that Saturn is just staying in his hybrid form, or whatever you want to call it. Like, why? If he's a zone, he should be able to shift back and forth at will. It shouldn't be an issue. But he's staying in that form. Which makes me think that's his real form. That's... yeah. When they show a little bit more of the Gorosei, I want to make a whole video about that. About all of them. But... yeah, and then Kuma once again saves Bonnie. And then the very last panel of the chapter... it seems like, and you know, I already went on my rant about Vegapunk. He could have put some sort of failsafe in there, but he just chose not to. And then, now we have the Blackbeard Pirates coming. So next chapter, my prediction is that, we won't see the Blackbeard Pirates yet. I think we'll see them around 11:10. But I think next chapter, Luffy gets up. I think they try to restrain Luffy. If they successfully restrain Luffy, then that's bullshit. You know, I think Jinbei will arrive and let Zoro know and Lucci know what's going on, and they'll come back. That's what I think. Because I think once Lucci hears there's a Buster call going on, I don't think he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna stay on the island. I think he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. Grab Kaku and get the hell out of here. But this has been my reaction to One Piece Chapter 1104. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Punch the bell to stay notified for when I upload. And I will be making, my review should be up in a day or two. Probably Sunday is when the review will come up this week. Maybe tomorrow. But I think Sunday just works better for me this week until I get in the flow of things. You know, it's kind of rocky in the beginning. So, but thank you so much for watching if you did. And I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.